So we're back with the lady of the hour. The new USPS electric vehicle design. You guys had a lot of things to say about this. They were not all nice, but I wanted to come back and give you kind of more details. Some of you guys asked me for specifications and whatnot, so let's get some more details about this bad gal.
First, I guess, to address this iconic design behind us.
Certainly. So the reason why the vehicle is designed the way it is because we have very hard requirements for the supplier, who's Oshkosh Defense, for visibility of the driver when seated. Ergonomically, we have to have, for the 5th percentile female, a field of view for something that's 3 foot tall or 3 foot high, 2.5 feet from the bumper. So basically, it's for small objects, kids, etc., for folks not to hit when they're running around. The vehicle also does have some safety features so that it will do pedestrian detection and automatic braking, as well as sonar stuff. But it's also for line of sight. So that's the reason for the iconic look that we have. That will be very recognizable as it rolls down the street.
Right. So for the people that say, oh, did they even think about the design? It looks like a 5-year-old made this. Yeah, a lot of thought went into this design.
It did. So it was because of our use case designs that actually makes the final design what it looks like today.
So you were telling me earlier you're not going fully EV, but 70% EV. Why is this important to go EV in general?
Our contract is up to 165,000 vehicles, and we've committed to purchase 50,000, and just a couple of weeks ago we announced up to 60,000 vehicles, and 70% of those being EV. In 2026 and after, all NGDVs, or next generation delivery vehicles like the one behind me, will be 100% EV. So the reason why it's important for us to do that is because we at the Postal Service do have a whole division on sustainability. So we're very in tune to what's needed for sustainability, as well as what's right for us to do as an organization. So doing as much EV as we are makes a lot of business sense for us, as well as is good for the environment and good for the public.
Right. Why will a carrier prefer to drive this?
So that's a very good question. So we do have a mixed fleet, so we have a lot of different vehicles that we use as part of delivering your mail and packages. So this vehicle will have some safety features. I touched on a couple of them, which is automated driver assist type systems, which is collision avoidance, pedestrian detection, where it'll automatically apply the brakes. It also has a forward-looking radar system, so that if it gets close to another vehicle, it will also apply the brakes. It has sonar sensors on the bumpers on the front and back, so low speed, it'll beep at you when you get close to something, similar to modern cars today. So basically, a lot of the modern amenities that modern vehicles have today will have a reverse camera, so that folks can see behind them in a heads-up display what's behind them. It also has 360-degree views, so that when the carrier is driving slowly, they can get a view of the NGDV all the way around them. And so it's a stitched image that goes all the way around them. And it has air conditioning. So.
Do the other trucks not have air conditioning?
So the truck this is replacing, which is the LLV, or long life vehicle, a lot of those that we have out there today can have antique tags. They're up to 30 years old, which is very old in today's world. You only need to be 20 years old to get an antique tag. Those do not have air conditioning. In our mixed fleet, we do have some vehicles that do have air conditioning. So we have some Mercedes Metruses, those have air conditioning. Stellantis ProMasters, those have air conditioning. But the majority of our fleet, which is the LLV, does not have AC, and that's what this
terrible.
vehicle is.
I had no idea. You said that these are going to have a range of 70 miles.
Correct. So 70 miles at worst case condition, which means fully loaded with 2,000-pound payload, as well as all of the HVAC or climate control systems on it. It means the air conditioning compressor is running, the AC compressor, as well as heat. So that takes a lot of energy out of the battery, the traction battery, which is the main battery.
How are you going to handle the infrastructure for charging all of your new EVs?
So that's a very good question, and that's a very difficult question in most cases to answer.
Yeah.
So a lot of our facilities, we're doing an evaluation of which facilities we have today. We have over 30,000 delivery units that we have out there that these vehicles are going to be out at. Some of those facilities have the infrastructure, the electrical infrastructure in place. Some of them are only have electric power sized for having lights and air conditioning, not providing a charging infrastructure for 20 or 30 vehicles.
Right.
So we may have to upgrade the entire electrical infrastructure all the way up to the transformer for that particular facility in order for us to be able to deploy these. We do have time for that. We do have a deployment schedule that is over many years. So we do have some time to be able to put that in, but we are doing an evaluation of where it makes sense for us to put this first, which is our first rollouts for the vehicles will start in October of this year, 2023. And we're looking at where to place those vehicles, where it makes sense for us from a business standpoint today.
So here I am in the new USPS truck, and you can see I'm 5'9" in cowgirl boots, for example, and it's pretty spacious in here.